It's Wine Wednesday. Today we're tasting my favorite type of wine. I'm Jennifer Sanesi. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in the studio by Food 24's wine expert, Kathy Marston, and today we are having some bubbly. Hello.
Hello. I'm so excited. I love drinking bubbly any time of the day.
I don't even wait for a celebration.
No, absolutely not. I think just opening the bubbles, that's a celebration.
And the best thing is it's excusable to have it at breakfast.
Yeah, no, well, I doesn't everybody? I thought everyone did, heavens.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's not quite breakfast now, but I mean, anyway, still we can drink some bubbles. We've got two here, two very different ones. And I'm actually quite interested to see how these go together, because I think what we've got here is Le Goût Français and Le Goût Anglais, which is a bit, yeah, so the French taste and the English taste. So we're going to try this one first. This is by Ridgeback. So these guys are out in Pal.
All right.
And this is a bit of an unusual one because this is actually made from Viognier. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Now, what are MCCs usually made of?
Well, they're normally made of the classic sort of French grape varieties of Champagne, which is Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Meunier, which the other one actually is. It's made of two of those. So Viognier is a little bit, you know, unusual and a bit different, but Ridgeback make very, very good still Viognier, and so let's see how they go with an MCC Viognier.
I'm a big Viognier fan, so.
Well, it smells very nice, eh?
Very fresh.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, lots of sort of citrusy and peachy things. Okay, let's have a taste. Very nice.
I could enjoy that on a hot summer's day.
That's very lovely, and I have to say, I am not the biggest fan of like unusual grape varieties being made into fizz, to be honest, but that's taken really, really nicely and very, very good. I think what's nice about this is that it hasn't been too long on the lees, you know, the whole dead yeast cells that make it all yeasty and things like that. It's only been on there for about a year and a bit, so not very long. So this is the very French taste. This is the very sort of delicate, elegant, flowery kind of thing, instead of the other one, which I think is going to be a bit richer.
All right.
So, right, let's have a taste of that. I'm so sorry, I forgot to bring a spittoon. How disorganised am I? Cheers to that.
Cheers.
What a good excuse.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's have a look at this one.
We're going to do a little compare and contrast.
Absolutely. Now, this one, by contrast, has been 4 full years on the lees.
Wow.
So, a very long time. It's made by Domaine des Dieux, who are actually based in France, but this one comes from the Hemelanada. So, lovely cool climate area, and of course, extremely famous for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. So, this is the classic combination. It's mainly Chardonnay and a little bit of Pinot Noir in there.
I really love the cool climate wines.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, all that lovely acidity. And as soon as you smell this, can you smell how it's different?
Yes.
Yeah, so this has got lots and lots more yeasty kinds of aromas.
It smells almost a little bit creamier.
Doesn't it? Yeah, and that's what's going to come from the lees as well. Let's have a taste. Lovely.
That's a lot more biscuity than the other one.
Absolutely, and biscuity is definitely a word. But it is, isn't it? You're welcome. Okay, but it is. It's very, very biscuity and creamy and almost sort of savoury and salty sort of in there. Very, very nice. And this is a perfect example of the English taste, so Le Goût Anglais. So you've got the two different sort of styles there. English people tend to prefer a little bit more lees contact. Well, no, actually, it's not true at all, actually. People who have the English taste prefer the lees contact, and people who have the French taste prefer the flowery, delicate thing.
Which do you prefer?
Well, I am English, and actually I do prefer the English taste. So, but that's just me. That's nothing to do with being English at all, actually. And neither's right and neither's wrong. You actually just need to know which you are, because then it will help you. And it will help you when you go and buy your MCCs, because they can be very, very different in style and, you know, very different in price. So you don't want to spend your money on something and then find that, you know, it's not quite the taste that you like. So work out which you've got, and then that will help you buy better.
Now we've paired both of these with oysters in 3 vinaigrettes. You can get that recipe on Food 24. We just talked about the different tastes. Why would these both go great with oysters?
I think that, you know, if you've got anything with an oyster with a little bit of chili, a little bit of bite in there, you can put some Tabasco or something on it, then I would probably go for the Ridgeback because it has that little bit sort of more flowery kind of perfume sweetness. I think that would go very well. Whereas if you're going for just a classic sort of very plain kind of vinaigrette, very, very lemony, then perhaps go for the Claudio instead. But, you know, for me, oysters and champagne and MCC is just like a given. So I think that actually probably pretty much go with everything.
Oysters and bubbly for Wine Wednesday. I think that's the best Wine Wednesday ever. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.